Welcome back. I'm here with La Liga correspondent Matt Lord to talk about Real Madrid versus Rayo Vallecano. Matt, Real Madrid is just in superb form at the moment, aren't they?
Couldn't be much better, could it? And you wouldn't have thought at the start of the season. They actually lost 2 of their first 3 league games. Atletico was the one that hurt, and they lost at Sociedad, who Sociedad are really struggling this season. The only game they've won, actually, it was against Real Madrid. But since then, won their last 7 in the league. What is it, all competitions 13 they've won? 12 in a row, which is scoring untold amount of goals. Ronaldo's in great form. It's just, they've sort of, it's still at the top. They are sitting top of the table, but this weekend will be interesting because Barcelona will play the early game. So they're more than likely going to win that Barca. So they'll go above them. So the pressure will be back on Real.
Yeah, and the latest of those 12 wins in a row came against Liverpool in the Champions League. Obviously, probably not as comfortable as many people were expecting. No. You know, they've won 3-0 against Anfield and they just completely cruised that match. They were comfortable in the match against Liverpool at the Bernabeu in midweek, but you know, only by the odd goal, which by Real Madrid standards is not great, is it? It's the only time. It's one of only 2 times this season that they failed to score more than 1 goal in a game. Incredible. Which, going forward, there's not many better teams in the world, and at the back as well against Liverpool, just they look comfortable as well. So although it was only a 1-0 win, there's no worrying signs for them.
Still 3 points, isn't it? It's what's important. But you mentioned goals. I mean, in the league, they've just been absolutely flying. I think 37 over. That's almost 4 a game, which is that's just incredible. Ronaldo's obviously got 17 of those, and he's keeps going. I think most strikers would be happy if they got 17 all season, but Ronaldo, I mean, he's looking at probably 35, if he gets 35 league goals, 40 league goals, maybe him and Messi. Sort of gone past Messi in terms of goals. Messi's obviously assisting a lot, but Ronaldo going forward, I mean, there's obviously Ramsey at the back, you mentioned at the back as well. Varane's really knocking on the door now. He's a top centre-back, isn't he? But Pepe's had a good season. Ramos, I think he's very underrated, Ramos. He gets a lot of stick, but he's a classy defender. He's a bit rash at times, but been great. Modric and Cruz in midfield, and they're just, as a team at the moment, Bale's obviously coming back as well. Came back, he'll probably start this game, and just so strong in every area.
And I think they've scored 14 more goals than anyone else in the league before the start of the weekend, which is staggering, really, isn't it? Rayo, they come into the match off the back of 2 disappointing defeats, really, in a row.
Yeah, poor loss them out against Eibar was the one, I think, that hurt. It was at home. They came back from 2-0 down. Leo Baptiste scored twice within a minute, I think it was, 67, 68, and expected to kick on from there, but it was just so Rayo. It's something they do. They're used to doing stuff like this. The fans are used to seeing it. They go and lose. They pick up good wins. They'll go and win at Levante and Granada, and the fans will be hoping for a top 10 finish, which they did a couple of seasons ago. But then they go and lose to Malaga 4-0, and they lose to Eibar at home. It's just the type of team they are. They concede a lot of goals. Leo Baptiste going back there is important from Atletico. He joined there from Atletico. He's gone back there on loan now, and after a disappointing spell at Betis, but they blow so hot and cold. They'll go there and they'll cause problems, but they'll look to attack, which should play into Real Madrid's hands.
Do you see any chance for them this time?
I don't know. I think they're going to be too expansive. I mean, Real Madrid can break teams down anyway, but I think Real will look to attack them, which is, you sort of have to credit them for doing that, but I think they'll just get picked off, so it'll be 4-0, I think, to Real Madrid.
The Sportsman going for a 4-0 win for Real Madrid.